the Yomiuri ShimbunJapan was only one step away from advancing to the Final 8 of the Soccer World Cup for the first time. The players deserve praise for their all-out efforts to fight as one. In the first round of the final stage at the World Cup in Russia, Japan lost to Belgium 2-3, a defeat that deprived the Samurai Blue of a chance to achieve the goal of advancing to the last 8. Japan went ahead with 2 goals in the second half of the match, playing against an extremely strong team of some of the best players in the tournament. Although a Japanese victory was approaching reality, the team was not able to repel its opponents' waves of attack during the remaining 25 minutes or so. Japan's latest struggle to join the Final 8 was its third attempt at that objective. It must be said that the challenge is very difficult to overcome. Japan coach Akira Nishino regretted his team's defeat, saying, "We drove Belgium into a corner, but what was lacking in us? Properly analyzing what is lacking in Japan will allow it to make great strides forward. The entire team was able to fight with strong determination to achieve the goal, a great asset it has acquired." Prior to the tournament, many were pessimistic in their forecasts for Japan's performance. Then head coach Vahid Halilhajic was dismissed in April, and Nishino took over. There were only 2 months to prepare for Japan's first match in the tournament. Unless it fights in an organized manner, Japan cannot compete against the teams of the world. To utilize the team's organizational power, its players need to react flexibly to each situation in a match while sufficiently communicating with each other. Model for next generation, Nishino pursued an approach characteristic of Japan, by which the team used its passing game to attack. He made every effort to respect each player's initiative and create an atmosphere in which they can freely express their opinions. It is safe to say that his advantage as a Japanese coach was well utilized, making it easy for him to communicate with players. Japan's win over Colombia, its first game in the tournament, marked the first victory by an Asian team against a South American opponent at the World Cup. In its match with Poland, Japan bought time by passing the ball, not seeking to score a goal despite being in a losing position. This tactic was aimed at advancing to the knockout stage in the tournament through Japan's fair play points. Although his tactic was subject to criticism, Nishino's action could be understood as a realistic decision to place first priority on advancing to the next round. In the match against Belgium, Japanese players fought in a way that vented their pent-up frustration over their battle with Poland. Many players of Japan's national team have racked up achievements mainly in European leagues. The hardships they have endured in tough environments seem to have brought them the strength through which they can be undaunted on the great stage of an international tournament. Japan went to the tournament with a lineup mainly consisting of experienced players. However, there is no doubt that Japan's national team is at a time of generational change. There are 2 years till the Tokyo Olympics. The rise of younger players is hoped for. Japan's splendid showing in the tournament must also have encouraged children who aspire to become soccer players. The scope of soccer as a sporting event will only broaden if the national team achieves good results. From the Yomiuri Shimbun, July 4, 2018, Speech.